are not convenient to be put on the camera, to be on screen online, then you can turn off your camera.
Sure. All right, so this
Yeah.
is the link to share. Give me 1 second.
We like to be on camera. Don't worry.
The camera,
All right, so here's the whoa.
yes,
Where-
1 minute now.
Sai,
the-
can you make me host now? I went off my phone and I'm
All right, let me do that.
co-host. I'm in co-host.
Make co-host. Okay, I'm gonna do that for Ray also because he needs to do things.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make him a co-host as well.
Wait, I need to do things? Oh no.
You eventually,
No, no.
eventually you want to like spotlight people and kick people
Yeah.
out.
Yes, yes.
okay.
Anything you want, you can play around.
I've shared the link to YouTube. I'm gonna put it on that group as well, and then we can spotlight Ray and start. Give me 1 second. Where is Coming Reborn? All right, there we go. All right, 6:40. Sorry, the 9 minutes are up. Ray, it's on you now. You're spotlighted.
Oh wow. All right, should I start now? All right. Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to our meeting for today, which is the Comedy Jam Coming Reborn presents, and the theme for today is Memories, November to Remember. Woo! And I am very honored to be here because this is my first time being in Coming Reborn, and I know that it's like a comedy club slash, a place for people to have fun and share a laugh and share stories. And we absolutely need that, right? Like after all the things that we've been through, sharks, right? And then the other things. And yeah, I'm happy to be here. And we have a list of people that will deliver their stories and hopefully make us laugh and make sure to interact as well. And if you want to laugh ahead. Yeah, are you guys ready? Should we start immediately? All right, all right, all right. So, as today, the theme is memories, November to remember. Before we actually start, I want to kind of just like talk to some people, and ask like, what is the fondest memory of your, let's say middle school? Sai, what about you?
Dude, you don't want to ask me. It was terrible. So,
Oh.
let's put it like this. So, it wasn't me. Before I say anything else, let me just make sure that I preface that by saying that it wasn't me, but somebody in my class had to go to the bathroom and they couldn't control it, and they did in the classroom, and that is what I remember most from my middle school.
Okay.
It wasn't me.
So for the whole middle school, the only thing you remember is someone wants to go to the bathroom and then they cannot. So that's your highlight of your middle school.
I'm a guy. I have
Exactly.
toilet humor. I start with toilet humor. So let's put
Yes,
it like
I agree. When you're guys, you're only thinking of the bathrooms. Okay.
Dorna, what the hell is that supposed to mean, dude?
Absolutely was it you. Thank you very much, Sai. And let's move on to Carmen. Carmen, what about you? Is there any fun memories about your middle school life?
Middle school, I think for me, the only thing I remember very clearly is hiding from
Hiding from your what?
needlework teacher. Myself and
Oh.
another Carmen, the two of us were just like not the needlework type. So we used to actually play truant in needlework class until they caught us, so that we don't have to do that knitting and sewing.
Okay.
That was the fondest memory. But it's more other Carmen than me. I was the follower.
Oh, you're the followers.
I was following her.
Oh, okay. Yes. If you're afraid of needles, I'm afraid of girls when I was in middle school. So if you hide from needles, I hide from girls. And I just pretended that I have girlfriend, even though I didn't. But yes, so let's just move on to our first speaker, our headliners. And we have a great one for today. We before that,
With
yes.
Ray, we don't go for the headliner for the first speaker.
Oh,
They
okay.
will be the last. Yes.
So the
wait, wait.
headliner is the last.
Yeah. If we are going to start the show, I will introduce you for a while. Maybe we
Oh.
don't know you. Yes. Can
Okay,
you
yes,
introduce me
please.
for a while? Can you introduce me for a while? I'm the founder of this club. So
Okay.
as long as you know about me, anything.
All right. Yes. How about I introduce you and then you introduce me?
Yes. We do this.
Okay.
We do this.
Absolutely. So let me introduce you. So obviously you guys know this guy, my brother. We met from another club, but he is Elios Theophilus Ganda Wijaya. What a name! And we call him ET. And like the movie ET, but he's definitely more sharper, more intelligent. He's a master communicator and author of 14 ebooks. Wow, I don't know if I've ever read 14 books. And he's a podcast host as well, and currently the former president of Coming Reborn, where he brought English comedy to life. Whether it's stand-up, tech talks, or LinkedIn tips, he got you covered. So, without further ado, please welcome E.T.
Yay! Thank you, Ray. So yes, just a brief introduction about Coming Reborn. This comedy club was founded around 6 years ago during the greatest era of stand-up comedy in Indonesia, and we had one of our most highest number is around 500 people on site. So we invited some of the best headliners. One of them is like Mo Sidik, the big guy in Indonesia. And also some of them are stand-up comedians speaking in English. So if you know Indonesian speaking English, they have been our headliners in the past. And now we are looking for the future. We are now creating stand-up comedians, not only from Indonesia, we go higher. As I'm always on hike, yes. What I put on the Zoom chat. I always go high and I will put it on higher. And we also like created some of those who are debuters on this show was one of the district champion in Indonesia. And she still performing right now in Bali. Maybe all of us know or most of us know who she is. And yes, that's a little brief of Coming Reborn. And I was the first president of this comedy club. And then the second term, it is Lai Kok Fook. Maybe you know all of us. He is a DTM from Malaysia. The second term, it is Abby Tangya, and Diana Munira from Malaysia. They are professional stand-up comedian. And then the fifth, and now it is Tajam Mugan. He is the CGD of District 102 and also the youngest DTM in Malaysia. And now, and for the future, we are looking for our future president. I won't mention it until it is official president, but I will introduce our host for tonight. This is very special, ladies and gentlemen. Gather around because it's time to meet the one and only Richa Aditya Dendeng. Yes, Dendeng as in dried meat. I promise you, this introduction won't be as dry as his last joke competition entry. Ray's
Wow.
passion for public speaking, singing, and theater is unmatched. He is basically the love child of Shakespeare and a karaoke machine. He joined Toastmasters in 2017, but don't let the numbers fool you. He is still figuring out when to pause for dramatic effect and when to let the laughter die down. Him is not 5 minutes later, ya, Ray. No. This year, Ray reached the district champ competition level in May, where he wowed the audience, or at least confused them into polite clapping. As Area B1 director, Ray guides and supports his fellow Toastmasters by guiding, being reminding them to mute their mics on Zoom calls. And by supporting, we mean providing moral support after one too many in speeches. By day, Ray is a customer support agent for 5CA, a game-based company. Is the perfect job for him. He spends all day telling frustrated gamers, have you tried turning off and on again? Just don't ask him to explain the rules of the games. His speech will be 7 minutes over time with 3 callbacks of jokes that no one get in the first place. Whether it's sharing stories, ideas, or just making awkward small talk, Ray is always up to conversation. So if you see him after this event, go up and ask him anything. Just be prepared for a monologue, complete with dramatic hand gestures and at least one impromptu song. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the man, the walking, the tall, Rachel Aditya Deng Deng.
Oh, wow. What an introduction. I feel like I'm actually not going into like a comedy club, more into like a WWE ring, but I'm okay with that because I'm very strong. And yeah, very single as well. But we're not going to talk about that because Ilios is the master of being single. But thank you very much, Ilios, for introducing me. And yes, as I already said in the beginning, we're going to have fun and let's just jump in. You guys don't want to see this phase too many times. The last girl that I dated said that to me. So yes, let's just move on to our first performer of today, which is Mr. Sai, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yep.
Hello, Mr. Sai.
Hello.
Okay, are you ready?
I am ready, but I need to know what to do with the time. Who's going to watch the time? Who's going to indicate the time?
Okay, who's gonna
Oh,
indicate
well,
the time?
there is no indication on the time, but we will tell you what is your time. So you basically can talk anything until you feel that you already enough. And you already not done enough. Just kidding. But I will tell you what is your time.
Yeah.
Sounds
My
good.
suggestion is just talk like you're in a family gathering. You know when to stop, right? So
I don't. That's the problem. I know my wife.
exactly. So just focus on our faces, just like in family gathering. If we make faces, then maybe you should stop.
I just start stretching and that's it. That's my cue.
Yes,
I gotta stop.
exactly. All right. So before that, I'm going to introduce you first. So our speaker is Sai Ramachandran. Is that correct?
Ramachandran, close enough.
Ramachandran, okay. He is an iconoclast. Ooh, I don't know what is that, but maybe he's gonna tell us about that. And he is currently fearlessly challenging the status quo and pushing the boundaries of humor. Ooh, on Instagram, he is known as AB Sai. Wow, that's a cool name. And in the real world, he's making a name for himself by turning conventional comedy on its head, delivering sharp wit and unapologetic observations that leave audience both entertained and enlightened. Please join me in welcoming Sai Ramachandran, an emerging comic from the IT capital of the world, Bangalore, aka Abisai on Instagram. The time is yours.
Thank you so much, Ray. And yes, I did go to the dictionary, flip a bunch of pages, put my finger on a word, and use that word in my introduction and self-description. So that's where the word, all those big words come from. I don't know the meanings either. I just picked random words and used them in my self-intro. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It's a November to remember for all of us. Not just because it's November and it's the theme of the evening, but it's also because we're here. We're all gathered here to have fun, to make jokes, and maybe get a few laughs from our people. Before I do anything else, I would love if everybody's videos were turned on. Anish, Bindu, Lorna. How can Lorna's video be turned off? That's hurtful. Who else? Do I see Noko and Sheshang? All your videos are turned off. Do you not want to hear my jokes? Is that what it is? All right. In keeping with the theme of the evening, I was thinking about how would I explain the importance of November to friends. And it turns out that there's a larger story behind the month of November. And the story goes something like this. But before I get into the story, let me ask you a quick question. Do you guys know the stupidest, the most idiotic, brain-dead species in the world? Do you know who that is? I'm going to start picking on people if nobody's responding to me. So Carmen, your video's on, so I'm going to ask you. You can say needlework. Afraid low in data, no problem.
Yeah, no, I'll go with that one. Needlework. The most brain dead.
The brain-dead people are people who do needlework. Is that your answer?
Mm.
IT
No.
people.
IT people. All the people in Bangalore are brain-dead in that case, because that's where I'm currently living. Anyway, so the story goes like this. The actual brain-dead people in the world are men. And I'm going to explain to you why men are the most absolutely brain-dead people in the world. All right, so here's how the story goes. Back in the year 2003, two guys got together. Somebody agrees with me right away. Ray, which team are you on, man? So back in 2003, a bunch of people got together and decided that they didn't want to shave anymore. So you can see I'm already gone. My hair situation is kind of low, but these guys had hair and they decided not to shave. And they invented something called Movember. Movember goes the month in which you grow a mustache, you don't shave. That's called Movember. I got my son coming in because he wants to. I'm in the middle of something. So these guys decided that shaving is something they didn't want to do, and they called it Movember. Okay, and after 2003, there were a couple of Australian guys. It became into a movement, and more people decided that Movember is important, and the idea of prostate cancer screening and making people aware of the risks of prostate cancer became a thing. So then Movember became associated with prostate cancer. And now is where the story takes a turn, because men, like I said, are the most brain-dead creatures in the world. So after 2003 till about 2010, 2011, prostate cancer became associated with the month of November, and people are like, oh yeah, great, we're going to get our prostate checked. We're going to make sure that men don't die of cancer. Okay, and this is a good thing for men not to die of cancer. And then this guy comes up and says, this guy comes up and says, I don't want to masturbate in the month of November. It's a challenge for myself. I'm not going to masturbate. Okay. And that became a movement also. So there were a bunch of guys in the world who decided that masturbation in the month of November is something they did not want to do. And it became No Nut November. I know it's slang, but nutting is slang for masturbation, just for people who don't know. So there were two parallel trends going on in parallel. There was Movember, which is No Shave November, which is for the awareness of prostate cancer. And after that, people started saying, I will not masturbate in the month of November, and that became No Nut November, and both were associated with men. The reason this is actually stupid, and this is the reason why this is brain dead, is that not masturbating actually is a risk factor when it comes to prostate cancer. Can you imagine how dumb men are? On the one hand, they want to promote awareness of prostate cancer by not shaving, raising funds, running charities, running marathons, making sure everybody knows, making a big fuss about prostate cancer. And on the other hand, they're like, you know what, I'm not going to masturbate. And the reason not masturbating is a risk factor for prostate cancer. That is how brain dead men are. Now let's move on. Let's see a few other things that make November interesting. Did you know that the first Tuesday of November in the US is celebrated as National Cliche Day, National Men Will Make Dinner Day, and National Sandwich Day? The same day, three observances: National Cliche Day, National Men Will Make Dinner Day, and National Sandwich Day. Now, I was thinking, why make it so complicated? You can have one observance which covers all of this, right? And what I came up with was National, oh, woman, go make me a sandwich day. It's a cliche. Women, go make me a sandwich. You're celebrating sandwiches. And finally, you get dinner as well. So National Men Will Make Dinner Day, National Cliche Day. You guys are a tough audience. I don't even see a smile on the faces of the audience. Let me see. Let me switch to that grid view or something, because this is really going not the way I was thinking this is going to go. Anyway, So moving on, why November is a November to remember. The first reason is because men are stupid and they've decided that they want to give themselves prostate cancer while also helping themselves not get prostate cancer. The second reason why November is a November to remember is because you can make a cliche and you can observe a cliche. Woman, make me a sandwich. The third reason why November is important is because November 14th happens to be World Adoption Day, which means that if there are children in your neighborhood or in your knowledge who don't have a family to go to tonight or on the 14th of November, you can always suggest them for adoption. That's World Adoption Day to raise awareness about adoption. You know what's interesting about November 14th? Any guesses? November 14th comes exactly 9 months after Valentine's Day. Whoever thought of this, whoever came up with this idea that World Adoption Day should be 9 months after Valentine's Day was a freaking genius. And I'm sure it wasn't a guy. I'm sure it was a woman who came up with this because guys cannot think of something as intelligent as that. So World Adoption Day, Valentine's Day, 9 months apart. That's the reason why November is memorable. Finally, there's a fourth reason why Novembers are memorable. And you know what that is? In the US, November is celebrated as the Native American Memorial Month or Heritage Month, and Thanksgiving is celebrated in the month of November, which basically means when the European colonists reached the continental United States, they saw a bunch of Native Americans and said to them, you know what, give me all your land, and maybe once a year I'll think about you. And that trade, the Native Americans accepted, which is so unfortunate because now European colonists are all over the United States, and all the Native Americans got in return was 1 month in the year when people promised to think about them. And that is why November is such an important month. It's a month full of contradictions. It's a month full of strange occurrences and strange choices that people have made. And that's what makes November interesting. Back to you, Ray. And if you have any choices on whom to adopt this month, or on whom to adopt, I would suggest adopting them on November 14th. Back to you.
Woo! Oh my God. Now it clears, like it's clear to me. I mean, I don't know, but like, can you confirm that you're not participating in Movember, right?
I am not. You clearly see that.
Yes, I'm not talking about your beard. I'm talking about shaving other head. And yeah, clearly, if you're also not participating on Movember, you're also not participating in other. I'm not going to go there, but yes,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, that was really, really hilarious. And the reason why I don't want to laugh because I felt attacked. Because as a man, I agree that we're the most brain dead people. I mean, I just Googled, and apparently there's a pickle day on November. Like, come on. There is a Thanksgiving, there's like a World like Cancer Day, and then there's pickle day. What? And like pickle, cucumber, you know, like what is this? What is going on? But yes, I agree. Sometimes men makes them the most stupid days ever. But sometimes they make good days as well. I agree with cliche day. Maybe we should celebrate that and maybe do something cliche like pretending that we're smart, right? As a man. Okay, next up, let's go to our next performer. But please, everybody, please, if you want to laugh, if you want to unmute yourself and stuff, interact with the performer, please feel free to do so. And again, thank you, Sai, for amazing performance. And next up, we have, let me see, do we have Garikai? Is he here?
Wando?
Garika is here.
Yeah, let me ask him to turn on his video. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
I see Gondo. His video is still on. Oh, is still off.
Okay. Or if anyone wants
Says he
to
can't
just
hear. He says he can't hear anything. So I'm just going to check with him again.
Let's
Okay.
move on to the third performer then.
all right. So in my list I have Carmen. Carmen, are you up to perform now?
She's spotlighted. She doesn't have a choice now. She has to
Mm-hmm.
perform.
All right. Are you
November to remember.
Ooh.
I'm here.
all right? Amazing. So I'm just gonna like introduce you first before you talk about whatever you want. Maybe you talk about the needles again, or agree or disagree to to the Movember thing. And yes, so our next performance is Miss Carmen Smith. Wow, why your names are very, very cool. I have Rachel Aditya Dendeng. Do you know what dendeng is? It's beef jerky in Bahasa. So your name is Carmen Smith and my name is beef jerky. That's not fair. Ambassador Miss Carmen is former ambassador to Denmark and Estonia for South Africa. Wow.
Finland.
Wow.
Finland.
Finland
Not,
as well.
Whoa,
no, not Denmark.
big people,
Finland.
dude. You never
My
told us
mistake,
that.
my mistake.
Oh, wow. Oh,
Woohoo.
Finland. Okay, okay, okay. So, and then you said that you're not in the rich community. I'm not sure about that. You said that with this introduction, you're definitely up there. But she's a businesswoman and entrepreneur. She's an author and a Toastmaster as well, and a mother of a beautiful daughter. Maybe we can learn about her life again. And yes, the time is yours, Carmen.
November. For me, November always starts off with, oh, Christmas is around the corner. So it then takes me back to memories of Christmas. And every November, I have to actually prepare my mind because all roads leads to mom's place, home. Now, looking back, I come from a huge family, and we were 5 girls and 2 boys. So we always prepare for this Christmas rush. You know, everybody's got money during the festive season. So you're already calculating, when your bonus, okay. You're calculating how many presents you have to buy. Now we have 15 grandchildren and 16 great grandchildren. That's a tight budget that I have to run. And if you don't give the one, you'll run into serious problem. So now you have to really work out, where am I going to get all this gifts from? Plus, you actually have to think of, can't forget the siblings as well, and the husbands. So this has been the common practice. Now we come from a very traditional family, and every year Christmas has to be done in a particular way. Most years we tried alternatives like going out to eat in restaurants, but that doesn't always work out because my mother, ultimate matriarch, and she wants things done traditionally in a particular way. So now comes all the Christmas meat. It's the lamb, it's the gammon, it's the corned beef, everything. Now, in that kitchen on a Christmas day, I'm going to take you a bit back to a Christmas Day preparation. So we all get these things together, and you have to cook the lamb for a particular amount of time. So you start off on New Year's Eve, and you must make sure all the ingredients are there. So you have to cook all these meats in pots, and the chicken. The chicken was normally fried, but we came up with something new. Cooking chicken in Coca-Cola. That sounded like a very foreign way of doing chicken, and so we put that on the table. And then, with everybody in the kitchen, sister-in-laws, there's me. I am the one that they will say, but we don't see you doing anything. I'm saying, no, I am. Don't worry. Anybody require drinks? I'll be back. Off I go, get the drinks. But then I end up with the guys chatting about politics, everything else, forgetting my duties in the kitchen. And I was really smart at not having to do too much. So I'd come back and I'd say, is the pineapple cut? And then I'll ask, where's the pineapples? Then I would say, sister, here's the pineapple. You should cut it. I'll be back now. And so I although I am a very good cook, I just avoided Christmas cooking because it just becomes a fight about who cooks things in a particular way, and I just did not have time for that. So I'd rather spend time with my brothers, my father, and deal with the sports and the politics and the car racing and who was the best at whatever for the year, tennis and everything, cricket. That's my thing. And then after you've done all this preparation, then it's the time to go to church. You come back. Now, this tradition is everybody comes at midnight to wish Merry Christmas because there's this midnight service that goes into midnight, you know. And with all that, then there's this one thing that Cape Townians do very well: the samosas and pies. You must buy the samosas and pies and put that also in the platter. So we have this crazy amount of food that lasts us for days on end. And it must last till the 1st of December. And the pressure that's on you every November to make sure that you contributed to this. Otherwise, all things fall apart on a Christmas. And then the final thing, the dishes. The dishes on a Christmas day. What a fight. Every Christmas, there is a fight about dishes. We'd have the best eating situation, the best. And then here comes the dishes to come spoil the spoiler, the dishes. And you would see people in their little corners standing there being angry with each other because you didn't want to wash this dish and you didn't want. It's absolutely crazy, but then it comes down to the beautiful part after the dishes fight, where everybody sits and just
Reminisce.
relax and deal with the family and just talk about good memories. So November to remember, here we go again. Another Christmas on the way. Let's see what's in store for this year. Back to you. Not so much Toastmaster, eh?
Not so much. Yes, I'm more like Santa, right? Like I look like Santa without the beard. And yes,
Santa.
yeah, Santa Ray. Wow, I agree. I absolutely agree. I love Christmas, but there are things in Christmas that are just like sometimes I don't want to rush towards Christmas. For once, like family gathering, right? Like obviously we look for the food, we look to meet people, but like the questions from your aunts and uncle. Oh my God. Oh, are you married yet? Do you have children yet? Are you graduated yet? Oh, can you why are you not why are you still single? Why don't you have money? Why do you still talk? Can you just shut the heck up, right? Like that's what I want to say to those people. And also, this is November, right? So it's okay for us to talk about Christmas, but I have a beef with people who celebrate Christmas way early. Please raise your hands if you already put up your Christmas tree right now. Oh, wow.
No.
Oh, not yet? Not yet? Okay. So, for people who already had their Christmas tree up, I just want to say Santa is still asleep. Rudolph's nose probably not red yet. So, don't do anything yet. It's not, there's a season for it. Okay. Just calm down. But that was,
Hey,
yes.
I didn't put up my Christmas tree. I just didn't take it off from last year. So it's still up since last year. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So it means if I were your Santa, I will not give you a present. Just use the last year's presents. How about that?
Recycling.
Exactly, exactly. Oh my God. But hopefully you guys will have a wonderful Christmas. And thank you, Carmen, for reminding us about Christmas and the dishes. God, I need to do dishes soon after this. Okay. Without further ado, let's check on our performer. Wait, let me check. Okay, I have short-term memory because the theme is about memory, right? So yes, I have short-term memory, so this is fine. Okay, Gondo. Is Gondo able
His
to?
video is still. Oh, it's on now. Wait. Let me spotlight him. Where is
A
he?
good day.
Wait. Let
A
me
good
spotlight him.
day.
Don't start.
Okay, how are you?
There you
I'm doing
go.
all right. I'm very excited to hear your performance.
happy to see
How
you.
are you, Gondo?
I'm okay. I was struggling to join in, but I'm now in. Thank you so much.
Okay. So let me check if I do have a introduction for you yet. Yes, I do. Okay, so before you start, I'm gonna introduce Gondo. So Garikai Emmanuel Gondo. Again with the name. Whoa, you guys have amazing names. Can I change my name to something cooler? But he is from Zimbabwe in Africa. And when he's not in Toastmasters, he is an IT and big data guru. Wow. He is a father and happy husband and a philanthropist. And he is also an aspiring academic and a fun loving guy. By the way, he actually likes cats. Ooh, how many cats do you have, Gondo?
I have got a lot of them, but they're now giving me a problem.
Okay, so please, without further ado, please just tell me whatever you want and yeah, have fun. Time is yours.
Colleagues, I love cats. However, cats can actually cause you problems. This other day, I came back from church. I found a cat feasting on my quail beds. Then I realized it is my neighbor's cat. I started shouting, "You stupid cat! Who sent you here?" Colleagues, the words I was saying, they were not directed to the cat, but it was clear that they were directed to my neighbor. Then my neighbor heard from the outside the juror, and he said, No, Mr. Gondo, you are no longer talking to a cat. Be clear, man. Are you still referring to a cat? Or you are now referring to me? Colleagues, I had to retreat into my house. Then I realized that no, what I had done is something that needed appeasing. I had lived with my neighbor for years. In our area, we don't have water. So we get all our water needs from my neighbor. Then later on the day, I sent my son to go and collect water from my neighbor as usual. Then I heard my neighbor shouting, "Go and get your water from the cats." Colleagues, I didn't know that from a cat, this thing can escalate to where it was now going. My son came back empty-handed with an empty bucket. Then I realized that I had made a mistake of my life. What am I saying? I'm saying be careful with the animals that you keep at home. They can create a situation where you can end up not talking to your neighbor. You lose your entire source of water because of a cat, it might be a dog. Be cautious on what you say to your cats. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Woo! Yes. So yeah, I agree. I mean, I love animals, but I'm definitely more a dog person. Because like owning a dog is like actually like owning a friend, but like owning a cat is kind of like living with a teenager, you know? Like they would look at you and then give you like this cute eyes after like you feed them. They're just like grumpy and just like running around and pretending you don't exist. Like, cause that's what I did to my mom when I was teenager. I asked for money, I asked for food, and I will pretend she doesn't exist after that. But yes, what a funny story about the cat. And yes, I hope you guys enjoyed that. And now let's just move on. Thank you very much, Gordo. And we are going to move on to our next speaker. Again, like I said in the beginning, if you want to be a performer, just type your name and bio on the comment that ET just made there in the chat. So I will introduce you. But let's move on to our list so far. We already have Sai, Gondo, and Carmen. Um, is Kajan here? Maybe no. Um, Lorna, do you want to perform something? You're not on the list, but I'm just like calling you out because it's fun.
Not right now. I'm having a little chest problem at the moment, so I can't really
Okay.
do too much.
Okay. All right. All right. Okay.
Brain,
How about
Noko's video's on. You can ask him. Maybe he's interested. He turned on his video.
Okay. Wait. Who? Sorry.
Let me spotlight. Also add Noko to the spotlight. No, Noko, are you there?
Okay. Noko, are you there?
Noko, do you have a memory?
Or you
Can
just
you
lost your
allow
memory?
can you allow the senior citizen, Sir Ray,
Senior
to
citizen.
enjoy listening and being part of the audience?
Okay. Wow.
I know Ray doesn't want to be called Sir.
No. The opposite. I love to be called sir. I love calling people sir. I love making people feel old. You know? You know?
I intentionally put it vice versa. I intentionally put it vice versa.
Okay. Okay.
Sure.
All right.
Right,
Thank you very
right.
much.
Do you do that to the girls? That's why you're single? You make them feel
Yes,
old?
I call them sir. That's why. Hey, do you want to be my girlfriend, sir? And they're like, oh wait, that's kind of confusing. But okay, if not, let's maybe ET. Do you want to perform for us?
What
Yes.
should I say, Lorna?
Yes.
Exactly. I was just asking for a formality, but you actually have to perform.
What?
Yes, because you're ET.
Okay, who is going to time me?
Okay, Lorna. Yes, Lorna can time you. All right. So, because I already
Wait.
introduced yourself previously.
You can. I said it again on the chat. You can check your chat, Zoom chat.
Okay. Oh, there you go. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome E.T., which is a natural born comedian. And even with his work, his boss asked him, E.T., tell me now, who is the stupid one, you or me? E.T. then told his boss, everyone knows as a smart boss, he doesn't hire stupid people. Ooh, okay, that's actually smart. One day, E.T. told me that he feels secured of his job. No one else wants it. That's the story of how he then turned into a stand-up comedian, and you are lucky to have him share with you how to write your humorous speech for your upcoming contest. All right, so let's see our humorous guy, E.T. Time is yours.
Well. I think I just got by surprise. I just asked to perform and I didn't have any material at all. Wow. You dare to, you dare to, Ray. Oh my God. I think you have the power. So yes. Okay, okay, okay. Sir, yes, sir. Ma'am, yes, ma'am. I'm following the rule of our show booker for today. It is Rorna. And well, the host of today, of course, Ray. Nobody can outpower them for tonight. After this, I am the rule. Just kidding. Good evening, Koveng Ribbon. It's great to be here tonight with all of you. I count here is right now 15,000 people in the room. Well, do I look like a motivator speaker right now? Well, a room full of engineers, overachievers. We have, well, I don't want to mention any profession here. Some big names, some big job, and some big guy, of course. And people who still Google how to calculate voltage. Oh, don't worry, Ray. I won't roast you yet. But let's give up for our MC Ray. He's got the energy of a hyperactive squirrel and the punctuality of a Indonesia bus, right? Ray, if procrastination were an Olympic sport, you will have at least 3 gold medals. But as you said, you have small memory or raw memory. You forget to collect them, yeah? Tonight's theme is memories. November to remember. Isn't it funny how memories work? They are like engineering calculation. Result. Sometimes precise, sometimes messy, and sometimes they don't even make sense, yeah? I mean, does anyone here actually remember what you had for lunch last Tuesday? No? Nobody? Oh, come on. But you'll never forget that one embarrassing story from high school, right? Like when Aziz titled his speech, "You are dying." Aziz, I love your optimism. It's so refreshing. It's like saying, "Hey guys, let's skip to the end credits of life." And speaking of Aziz, have you ever noticed how philosophical he gets? You are dying. Thanks for that, Aziz. Nothing like a little existential crisis to kick off your Sunday, of course. Especially today is Sunday evening. Tomorrow is our working day, our morning day. Monday, money day. I mean, who needs therapy when you have Aziz reminding you that your time is running out? He is like a motivational speaker for gods. Well, I'm sorry to roast you, Asil, but you are not here. Hopefully, you will get well soon. You will watch this recording, you will watch this live stream, and believe, I won't roast you too hard. But today, you can roast me back on the next show, yeah? And there is still Asil with her title, A Memory Line. Asil, your memory is so sharp, yeah, that you probably remember everyone's mistake from kindergarten. I bet Axel is the type who remembers not just your birthday, but also the exactly time you were born and what the weather was like. She has got the kind of memory that make us all oh, nervous. Did I offend her in 2020? Yeah? And let's not forget Gary Kai, whose title is The Day I Kicked the Cat. Gary K, I have so many questions. First, was the cat okay? Second, oh wait, you can answer.
Yeah, the cat was okay after kicking
Okay.
it.
Oh, good. Thank you. Second, was this accidental or were you trying to make a point to the violent community?
I was trying to express my anger.
Oh, nice. Thank you. Thank you for clarifying it. Yeah. I mean, that story deserves its own Netflix series. The Kicker. One man's journey to find forgiveness. Well, there is a stand-up comedian in Indonesia got some problem just because he kicked a cat. The name by Panji Pragiwaksono. Panji Pragiwaksono was my mentor. He is the one that teach me how to write comedy, and also Raditya Dika. That's why maybe if you found some of similarities of my comedy, well, blame them. I'm following them, the rails. Just kidding. They are literally funny, funny guys. And yes, November is such a magical month for memories. It's that time of the year when, number one, we are either preparing for the holidays or pretending they don't exist. What is holiday? No holiday at all. Office working always. Come on. We love clothing. We love our boss. We love money. We are Indonesian. I'm speaking true. Well, number two, we reminisce of how last November we promised to lose weight. Well, I promise I will lose weight. And I gained 3 more kilos instead. Well. Such a great achievement, right? Actually, 3 kilos is just kidding. I gained 20 to make it worse. And the third, and we awkwardly nod when someone asks, so what are your plans for the new year? Plans? I don't even know what I'm having for dinner tonight. I'm so broke. I'm so poor. I have no money. I'm not Carmela. Has a lot of money. Give me some. Oh, just kidding. I'm not begging. But if you want, I can. I accept Bitcoin now. I accept. But thanks to Assist, I have started planning for the inevitable. You are being. So now, every time I eat cake, I tell myself, well, at least I'll die happy. Yay! Who doesn't love cake, right? Isn't it funny how memories work differently for everyone? For example, some people remember dates, birthdays, anniversaries, deadlines. You love it, right? I can see from your face. You love deadline. Yes, in Indonesia we call it the power of kepepet ya. The power of rushing in the end. We call it also SKS, system kebut semalam. You suddenly have the superpower to do it all by the night before you submit your task. It's all superpower of our Indonesian people. Well, isn't funny how memories work differently for everyone? Yes? Others, like engineers, only remember formulas. And then there is Ray. Well, who probably remembers everyone's Wi-Fi passwords, but forgets his own speeches. Sorry, Ray. I think you will be my materials so many times here. And Gary K, your cat story reminded me of my own pets. Yeah, I have pets. My dog has a memory like an 11. He remembers every time I have left the house without taking him for a walk. Yes, he will beat my head. Meanwhile, I cannot even remember where I left my car keys. Maybe I should hire a SEAL to help. Memory, right? And memories change with generation, don't they? Number one, baby boomers remember life before the internet. Number two, millennials remember dial-up internet and how slow it was. And Gen Z, they think retro means TikTok from last year. As we wrap up tonight, let's take a moment to appreciate the beauty of memories. They are messy, they are funny, and sometimes they are downright weird. Like Asil's "You Are Key," Asil's memory line, and Gary Case, "Today I kicked the cat." Ray, you have done a great job hosting tonight. Though I probably remember your jokes for the wrong reasons. So here's to all of you here, and here's to November. May your memories to be as funny, bizarre, and unforgettable as this evening. Thank you, Coming Ribbon. You have been an amazing audience. Back to Ray.
Woo! Yay! Amazing. I agree. And yeah, we have to make sure to cherish the memories and, with your loved ones, with everyone, and with your significant others. Like me, I'm going to cherish all the memories with my girlfriend during Christmas. Her name is Loneliness. So yeah, that's going to be fun. And thank you so much, ET, for that energetic performance. Have you I just want to make sure, like, because in the comment someone say, please share your glucose. You have a lot of energy. Did you eat a lot of chocolate for dinner?
Oh, I eat, you know it. I eat girls. No, just kidding. I eat sweet things, of course. I eat candies and I eat promises. Yes, you have promises, I eat them. You have some dose of high expectation, I eat them. It's like my mom always told me. That's
Oh
my
wow.
secret.
That's too real, yeah. Yeah, my mom ate my expectations. And dreams and other things and my money. But I still love her. But okay, so thank you so much, ET, for amazing performance. And now, let me check it with all of you. Is there any other people who wants to perform? Maybe tell their most like fondest memory or most interesting one, or most hilarious or most pathetic. Like any kind to make us laugh. If not,
We have Mang Ucup here. Mang Ucup. You know Yusuf Chandra, our DTM.
oh yes,
You have
so
the power to
Yusuf.
choose people. You should choose him. And
Oh,
he
I
cannot
can
reject.
just okay. I can just choose. So, Pa Yusuf, are you ready to make us laugh? Do you have like any funny memory, any memories in the past that you're fond of and you want to share with us, maybe?
My memory in the past, right?
Yeah, any kind of memory
Okay,
that
I'll try.
is funny, or yeah, or sad, or happy. It's up to you. All right. So, without further ado, let's listen to Pak Yusuf. He's an awesome performer, and I've known him since 2017, actually, and he's one of my mentor as well. And so, please give it up to Pak Yusuf.
I always remember my wife. The relationship with my wife is like best friends and sometimes like enemies. So many funny things happening with her. Like, for example, one day I came home and I told my wife that we are going to invite my boss and my friends from the office to have dinner with us. And she was said, no, not again. You know that I don't like cooking. You know that I don't like washing the dishes. And you never help me. And I said, please, darling, my boss would like to see your cooking because you are very good in cooking. He said, you know I am not good at all. Well, let's give it a try. So she agrees with that. And she prepared some meals, some salad, and some steak. When the guests came, she tried to put some salad on the table. And the boss said, oh, I didn't realize that in Indonesian house, you serve salad. How do you like salad? And what my wife think, salad is praying, salat. And she said, oh, I like it very much. I have salad 5 times a day. And my boss said, oh my God, 5 times a day you have salad? Yes, we must have salad. Salad 5 times a day. And I said, darling, it's not salad. It's salad to eat. Oh my God, I'm sorry, she said. And funny thing happened when we are eating the steak. She forgot, to bring some fork. She only put knife and spoon, like Indonesian eat rice. So one of the guests said, excuse me, madam, we need a fork. And my wife was, no, no, no. We are Muslim. We don't serve pork. I said, no, I need a fork to eat the steak. No, I told you we are Muslim. We don't eat pork at all here. I said, darling, it is not pork. It's a fork. What is it? Pork and fork is the same. The same, we don't eat pork. Yes, we agreed we don't eat pork, but we need a fork. I showed a fork. I said, oh, okay, then she went to the kitchen. She came back with a fork. And she said, sir, this is your pork. And the man said, pork? No, this is not a pork. This is a fork. That happens with the Sundanese people, F and P is the same. Like my name is Yusuf. People will call me Yusuf. So for us, P and F is no different at all. And the last thing is, again, this is Sundanese people speaking English. She tried to take away all the plate. And then before she came to my boss, she said, squeeze me, please, sir. My boss said, what? Squeeze me. Darling, it's not squeeze, it's excuse me. That's it. Thank you very much. Back to you.
Oh my God. Yes. Squeeze me. I will squeeze you. That is so hilarious. I will say that to the next guest coming to my knocking on my door and say, squeeze me. That's very, very hilarious. And I agree. Yes, Indonesian speaks the F and the P words, sometimes confusing, especially Sundanese. So for now, we all cannot eat with fork, but we can eat with pork. But thank you very much, Pak Yusuf, for introducing us. amazing story about such funny story as well about the cooking of his wife. All right. So, okay, I feel like now we can go to our headliners, correct? Yes, I want to have a confirmation. Can we go to our headliners? Okay. Yeah, so this is what we've been waiting for. So today we will have an amazing headliner. And he is, let me get your name correct, sir. Ashish? Is that how I pronounce your name? Okay, amazing. Okay, so let me get your introduction. So our headliner going to be Mr. Ashish, which he is very passionate about vitamin M. I don't know if there is actually a vitamin M. I mean, my biology, my science and biology and other science major sucks when I was in high school. So maybe there is. I just forgot things, like I normally do. But over the last 25 years, he's working to add vitamin M to the business. Oh, vitamin. I just noticed now. Vitamin M is money. Okay. Yes. 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 I love vitamin M. I just don't have it. To the people, and he is a mentor and coach for over 200 people. And his favorite quote is, "You never forget what you learn while having fun." I agree. While you're having fun and having vitamin M, you will never forget. So. Without further ado, time is yours, Ashish.
Words of Mahatma Gandhi were echoing in my head. Live like you will die tomorrow. Tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow. Row, 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 row. Tomorrow? Isn't that too soon? I don't want to die in November. I want November to remember. And if I die, who will remember? Moreover, November happens to be International Men's Day month. We're celebrating men. You're not killing them. Give me a heart if all of you agree that we need to celebrate men in our life, our kings, our gentlemen. Can you give me a heart emoji, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you, Ray, for those lovely hearts. We need to celebrate men indeed. Men, the kings. And if you want to know the power of the king, try and play chess. King cannot move only one step and is supposed to be protected all the times. Men, men are great, by the way, huh? One joke does not make them bad. They are always first, despite we say ladies first. If you don't believe me, go Google and check. Men die 5 years before women. That's how we are always first. We can say that with pride now. But in this November to remember, I'm going to share with you a story of a man who touched my heart profoundly. Yes, you heard it right. It was the man. You that, let me take you back to November of 2008. Back then, my soft skills were so soft that the moment heat was turned on, they would start melting. My voice was so thin that the moment I will call a stranger, the other side will pick up the phone and say, "Hello, ma'am, what can I do for you?" It was so embarrassing always to hear from the other side, "Madam." And imagine how would I feel as a man? I decided enough is enough. I decided to join IIM Calcutta. I filled all the forms, gave the classes, tests, etc. And finally, I managed to get into IIMC virtual EPGBM course. In that, I met my good friend, a guy called Anshuman. While I was thick, Anshuman was lean. While I had a thin voice, Anshuman had a thick, manly voice. As they say, opposite attracts, and perhaps that's why our connection got faster than even 2 minutes Maggie noodles. We started talking to each other very, very regularly. And in India, there is a word called prerna. Prerna means inspiration. It's a girly name, as perhaps you can guess. And Anshuman's inspiration was also a girl called Prerna. He would tirelessly talk about stories of Prerna. Prerna did this, Prerna did that. I would enjoy it. Back then, I was a married man, by the way. That's the reason I never made an advance to him. Prerna's stories would literally my ears. As time passed, one night at around 11:30 p.m., I was sleeping in my bed. You can imagine a married man in the month of November, which is a no masturbation month. What can I'll be doing in that bed, sleeping with my family, enjoying myself? And guess what? I get a call from Anshuman. I pick it up. Hello, Anshuman. Ashish, I am dying. I am dying, Ashish. What happened, Anshuman? It's 11:30 in the night. What's wrong with you? Ashish, I need you, man. Something has gone very, very wrong. I called up Prerna and she's not picking my calls. She must be busy somewhere. You can wait for a day or so. How many times you called her? I've already called her hundreds times since the morning and she's not picked up. What times? Man, are you crazy? She has a life of her own. Calling 100 times, why are you bugging her so much? No. I really need to speak to her. I am going crazy in my head. Tell me you are there for me. I need some help. I had to play the armchair psychologist. And most of the armchair psychologists failed, and I was no different. As the time progressed, I realized there was something very weird about Anshuman. Such incidents like calling up 11:30 in the night, calling 100 times to Prerna. Imagine the poor girl. This wasn't very clear and straight. Time moved on, my life moved on. I somehow lost touch with him. And close to 10 years went by. We completed our course. I went my way, he went his way. Back in November 2021, 21st of November 21, I remember the date very clearly. I happened to visit Kolkata, the famous Park Street. And there, I happened to meet up Anshuman. When I met him, the guy wasn't the same. There was something different about him. He had lost his aura, his charm. And we started talking. Of course, I tried to cheer up. And you know what happens? All of us go through ups and downs in life. And he spoke mostly about, you can guess, Prerna, his inspiration. But it wasn't such a happy story because Prerna had married somebody else. Anshuman lost his parents at a short gap and wasn't really doing so well in his life. I tried my best to cheer him up. I tried my best to do something that bring a smile to his face. And we parted ways talking a lot of past stories. But little did I know that was the last day I was meeting Anshuman. Since then, his social media is having deathly silence. No one knows what happened to him, whether it was an accident or act of violence. think about him. I feel a little sad. What happened? A seed that was supposed to flourish perished. One moment. Let's leave Anshuman with Prerna and join me. Play a small game. Are you all up? Can you all unmute yourself? And the game goes
Yes.
like this. I will say a word and you have to follow me what it is. For example, I'll say P-A-R-K and you say park. Clear? Clear about the rules? Super.
Yes.
So all of you
Yes,
unmute.
yes,
Let's play this.
yes.
May I request all of you to unmute? Let's play this together. Yes. Let's start. Sai, I'll request you to unmute. Leonie, I'll request you to unmute if you can. So play with us. So here we start. M-I-L-K?
Milk.
Milk,
No.
Milk.
M-I-L-K?
Milk.
milk,
Milk.
Think.
Milk.
The moment I say MILK, you say milk, right? So that's how the game
Okay.
goes. Every time
Okay.
you keep repeating that. Clear? So
Okay.
clear.
MILK,
Milk.
Milk,
MILK,
Milk.
milk,
SILK,
Silk.
Silk.
SILK,
Silk.
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 SILK,
Silk.
Silk,
S-
SILK.
silk.
What cows drink?
uh,
Water,
milk. Oh, water.
water.
Ah, water.
That's a
See
trick.
what happened. We together tried to create a small pattern. And our mind fell into that. Few were very smart. They caught it bang on. What the cows drink is water. But because the pattern was saying silk, milk, a lot of us fell into that and went for milk. This is what patterns can do. This is what molds can do. And our mind loves to follow those patterns without even thinking. And that's exactly what happened to Anshuman. He fell into a pattern, he fell into a mold and could not break it, could not come out of the mold. A seed that was supposed to perish, that was supposed to flourish, actually perished. He had lovely dreams. He was a guy like you, me. But unfortunately, because he got so caught up in his patterns, he could not break out of it. On this note, let me share with you a very nice story. And this story comes from Japanese fish industry. Japanese fish industry was facing a peculiar challenge. The problem there was that they could collect only small amount of fish from near the shore. Because of course, that's the limitation of the quantity. Most of the time, they had to go farther in the shore to collect fish. But Japanese love their fish and they can spot the difference in the fish, fresh fish and the stale fish by even a millimeter. And the moment the fish was caught from farther from the shore, the Japanese consumer would tell the difference and would not buy those fish. The fishing industry was facing this challenge. They were trying to find a solution. How do we get rid of it? Thought on one particular solution. So what they did is instead of letting the fish die right at the far the shore, they put a tank inside the boat. So they would pick up the fish, put them in the tank, keep them alive with some water, and kill them once they are reaching the shore. So therefore, they thought the fish will remain fresh. Right? Good solution, good mind applied, but sadly did not work. Why? Because the space available to the fish was less. They were not able to be as active as they are in the sea. And therefore, despite they were alive, they were not active enough. And by the time they were reaching the consumers, it was still stale. And finally, someone came up with this brilliant solution. What was the solution? They put one small shark inside the fish tank. As the shark was in the fish tank, all the fishes were made to keep active. Obviously, it was about their saving their life. The presence of shark made all the fishes active, and by that they were able to solve the problem. Our lives as well. We need sharks. We need someone who challenges us, who provide us a nudge once a while in order to break free from our challenges, in order to break free from our patterns, and in order to achieve our dreams, which we are aspiring. I love this one quote, and I want to leave you with this particular one quote of Tony Robbins, which he says, all of us are like a plant. If we are not growing, we are dying. If we are not growing, we are dying. Ladies and gentlemen, my message to you, let's keep growing so that we are never dying. Over to you, Ray.
Wow. What an inspiring, yet very hilarious performance by our headliner, Ashish. I am so enamored that I actually said milk for your question. I was like, oh, yep, men's are definitely brain dead. I agree. Because I did say milk. I did say milk. I actually, Ashish, I have a similar question to you. You said about patterns, right? Can you unmute yourself? And now you already asked me a question. I will ask you a question, Ashish. So I have a question. Can you name a mouse that has 2 legs?
Mickey Mouse.
That's great. Yes. Now, can you name a cat that has 2 legs?
Top cat?
No, Hello Kitty. Okay, now, can you name ducks that have 2 legs?
All the ducks have 2 legs only.
Yes, yes. Because when that question came to me, I confidently said Donald Duck. And yes, everybody, please give a round of applause for our headliners. Thank you very much for inspiring us and entertaining us. Okay, so before we go to our next session, we are gonna vote, but I am actually gonna call some people. May I call Leonie? Hello, Leonie.
Oh yeah, hello, Ray.
Hello. So I
Yeah.
just wanna chit chat a little bit, and please tell me about yourself, and also how did you find this club, and what do you think about the performers?
Oh yeah, so I found this club because of Lorna. She invited me to come. So thank you so much, Lorna, for inviting me here. And I found the performers are so amazing. You know, they're so tactical in their performance, in their comedy. And I love that they also have message on their speech or humor speech. So yeah, I had fun here.
Awesome. I hope you did have fun, and hopefully we can see you in the next coming Reborn, and maybe even be a headliner or be the MC as well. Okay, thank you, Leonie, and maybe I'll ask who else? Maybe I ask Sai. Sai, hello.
Hello.
Sai, so how did you find this club, and how do you feel about tonight?
I got to know about this through ET somehow. It is some long series of events, and then suddenly he said, join this, and that's how I came to know about this. In terms of performing, I enjoyed it. So many stories, so many fun incidents that I could relate to, though we're all separated by oceans. For example, Carmen's story, all the way across the ocean. But holidays are holidays everywhere in the world. People hate doing dishes, but they still love getting together. So that is such a sweet story to have heard. You don't want to do dishes. You don't want to do any chores when you're on holiday, when you're celebrating your vacations, but you still have to. I love that story, Carmen. Thank you so much.
Awesome. All right. Thank you very much, Sai. And I enjoyed your story as well and your performance. So now I am going to call on Sai to put the link in the poll and the chat so that we all can vote for the best performers. So there you go. You all can start voting.
Wait, let me make a few people not co-hosts, because I think co-hosts can't vote. So let me remove that co-host permission so people can vote. Let me actually stop the poll. Give me 1 second.
Okay. Yes.
1 second. All right. I'm going to relaunch the poll once I remove co-hosts, because we don't have enough people voting anyway. ET, I'm going to remove you as a co-host as well. Warner, no co-host for you. All right. Now let me try launching the poll. I think we should get enough number of votes this time. Oh, what? Relaunch poll. Okay. Relaunch. All right, people, go for it. Please vote.
All right. Yes. Make sure you vote. And yes, I just before while we're doing a vote, I just want to kind of like summarize and thank you all for being here and being amazing as well. Please give a round of applause for all the performers. This was my very first time coming to Coming Reborn, and wow, I'm so impressed on how amazing all of you guys are, and you guys are very, very funny, and yeah, I just love and as she said, like we're from different oceans, we're separated by different oceans, but like comedy always kind of like reunites people. For example, if someone falls, even though it's a tragedy, you still laugh, right? So that means that we can at or laugh about, even though in other people's misery. And also because we're talking about memories, fond memories, and hilarious memories. And I hope that we all can make more memories in the future. And yeah, I cannot wait to be back here. And now I will be announcing the best performer for tonight. So please give me a drum roll. Do this, do this, do this. Yes. The best performer for tonight is Mr. Yusuf! Yay! What the fork? You're
Thank you.
so good.
For impromptu performer winner. Wow.
Yes, yes. Can we please highlight? Yes, Mr. Yusuf, you're so hilarious, and yeah, it's I knew him from a long time ago, and he's amazing, and so glad to see you perform today. Thank you very much, Yusuf, Mr. Yusuf. Yes, give a round of applause, everybody. Yay! Okay, so without further ado, thank you everyone for this amazing night, and I needed to laugh, and I hope that I was able to guide the meeting, but I'm definitely planning to come here again, maybe do a story or perform someday. But thank you for having me. And
Before you
yes,
Chinyemba, I don't think we've heard from him. The name is Guidance. Chinyemba. I don't know if that's the first name or the last name, but Guidance.
Oh yes, Guidance. Sorry,
there?
yeah, I didn't see that. Sorry, my bad. Yes, Guidance, are you there?
Yes, he's my guest also from Zimbabwe, Guidance.
Oh wow.
We haven't heard from her, so I thought maybe you could ask her how she felt about the meeting.
It's a he.
It's a he. Okay. Guidance, are you able to speak? Oh, I don't think he.
I think it's an issue with the internet.
Yeah, maybe he's giving guidance to other people, because his name is Guidance. But yes, that's for from me. I hope that you guys had fun, and thank you very much for making me and for this opportunity for me to host the show. And I will give the control to Mr. E.T. Mr. E.T.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Ray, for hosting this comedy show for tonight. It is definitely November to remember because, well,